Two. Microphone check.
You were looking so good to me the night we met. I could not see how deep you were penetrate my heart. Now that some time has passed, you make me feel it was meant to last.
You don't hear anything?
Never wanna be apart. Oh no. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Microphone check.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Hello? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Rick, can you hear me from the big mic?
She want all of my time, I have none left. Sunrise to sunset, obsessed. I feel the same, but I gotta handle biz first. Main event check, I'm in it.
Where's my back office girl? Okay, Sister Quintilla, what's up, girl? Shout out to the room. Y'all hear the music? Okay. Shout out to everybody in the room. We're just gonna run that back one time. Got a nasty migraine right now. Shout out to the room. Where's my shout out? Shout out to Jay Spencer in the building. Where's my shout out, Tosh? Jamal, that's you. Hello? Shout out to the room. All right, everybody. I've got a migraine. I need some water. I want to love you every day. I want to see y'all every day. Hello? This is hurt. It's hurt. Every day. I want to see you all the time. Shout out to the room. I'm fighting a migraine right now. It's making me nervous, but I'll tell you why. I missed you all. It's been a couple of hours. You know, if you join me in the morning time, how many hours has it been? Let's do the mathematics on our fingers. I had a day, this isn't quite planned on how I wanted to start the evening show, but I think it's necessary. You know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Hello?
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition, begins now.
Shout out to the room. Shout out to the entire room. Hello, everybody. I want to know what you are doing for Turkey Day. Are you watching me from an airplane? I need my migraine medicine. Shout out to the room. Shout out to the whole room. I don't know if you all are cooking, cleaning, traveling. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm glad you're here with me. I'm very sorry if my energy is a little off right now. I am 100% here. I'm just fighting through a migraine at this moment. I didn't have enough water today, and that's what happened. So I have my green tea here. But if you can get past my lull personality at the moment, can you get my migraine medication? It's in there. It's not the prescribed one, so just look for a little short bottle that says Excedrin migraine. It's in the front. It's in a short bottle. Open the door. Open the door. Mom, down. I need the magnesium, please. The magnesium is going to be in the back. And my migraine medicine, not the prescribed one. I just need the regular one. It says Excedrin migraine. It's a short bottle with a red, you're going to look for a short bottle. And I need the magnesium. Yep. And my water bottle, please. I need the magnesium with this. Thanks. All right, everybody, just act normal. We're gonna. Thank you so much. We're gonna fight through this together. Shout out to the room. The magnesium is in the back. It's in a big white bottle. Everybody, I don't know if there's anybody in here that fights. That's not that one. That's ionic aid. I need magnesium. Pull that down. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm directing my family on where this medication is. Pull down the vitamin C. Pull down the vitamin E. Nope. It's in a very plain white bottle. And it says magnesium, zinc, and calcium. Anyway, everybody, just act normal. I'm going to blow up my eardrum, right? Shout out to the whole room. I don't remember what I was saying, but if there's anybody in here that suffers from migraines, it's really debilitating, honestly. I've been suffering from migraines since I was 9 years old. And by the time I was 10, it was becoming an issue. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. It's all right. I'll get it later. Please come and close my door. I'm distracted now. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Everybody just act normal. Thanks. Okay. Shout out to the room. If you suffer from migraines, it's I don't know the severity. It's real bad. Like, I've been to the emergency room more times than I could admit. And if you get it severely, you get hooked up to a machine and they give you some strong medicines in your arm. Boop! Just like that. It's like superpowers and it's great. I've got some prescribed medication, but of course, when you don't have issues with yourself for a while and your medication runs out, whatever those issues are, you don't think about refilling it, right? Anybody else with me? And then all of a sudden something goes wrong and you're like, guess what? I have no strong medication. So right now I'm just going to sit here and take what I've got and hope this works. Do the lights affect me? The lights are irritating me like you won't believe. The lights, I have to be in a dark room. I get them bad. Like, I will vomit. I have to do dark room therapy and all that stuff. This noise is affecting me. Everything bothers me with migraines. So, but we're going to power through this. Let me pull up my back office. I want to shout out my back office right now. Do we have some chocolate drops in the building by the name of Ghrelane? Hello. And Cocoa. Is Ghrelane and Cocoa in the building? Are there any other chocolate drops? I only know 2. Ooh, ooh. If you're one of my silent viewers and you're a chocolate drop, shout out to all my chocolate sisters in the building, rocking your brown, beautiful skin. Brown skin girls. You want to know something? There's something so beautiful about humans and the shades. Like, can you imagine that all of us, we are different colors, different hair textures, different everything. Isn't that cool? And I know people, shout out to all my non-melanated sisters in the building, aka my white people. I'm only laughing because I'm silly, but I'm being serious. Like, it's just, life is such a cool thing, if you understand what I'm saying. But what bothers me, what really bothers me is when I hear stories, from my girlfriends who are of a darker complexion, and we have these conversations about, just, I don't know, this is not quite a rabbit hole I care to go down today, but the shame of what a lot of my girlfriends had to go through being a darker complexion and dark skin versus light skin. And I'm like, my dark skin friends are gorgeous. Like, y'all are, like, you all look like you are melted in a pot. and scooped up with a spoon and crafted so gently. Like the way your skin glistens. You all look like you smell like just yummy cacao. Beautiful, right? Yeah, Alicia Baxley says beautiful. My daughter just said she ain't black enough to be black and not white enough to be in the white. She's not black enough to be, oh, poor thing. That's my AJ. Poor AJ. Black and ripe. Okay, Tracy. So shout out to, I just want to send some love to my beautiful brown skin girls. I only know 2 by name in here, and their names are Ghislaine and Coco. And shout out to my girlfriend Kristen, but she don't really watch the show like that. It be your own people. Shout out to all my, Keisha's in the building. Shout out to Kesha Monk. She will be on the show momentarily. But I do want to tell you something. If you all can you just grant me about 45 seconds? You know I got something to do really quickly. I just need 45 seconds to do this. The count starts right now. Here we go.
The Natasha Simone sequence.
Okay, no, Rick, I don't need you talking right now. Thank you so much. No, I'm not talking to him live, by the way. I just got something to do. Okay, how am I looking with time? And I'm done. Just like that. Boom. Okay, everybody, just act normal. Everybody, it's the day before Thanksgiving. If you're traveling right now, I wish you traveling mercies. Please keep your eyes on the road and not on the screen. You can always listen to me. You don't have to look at me. And you know what? Honestly, there's not much to look at. Hello? But seriously, if you're driving right now to your destination, I do wish you traveling mercies, and I hope you get there safely. Check in, send me a text, send me a DM, and just say, hey, Tosh, I was listening to your show, and I'm here with my family safe and sound. Whoever you are, whether you're on an airplane, whether you're in a train, whether you're in an automobile, and you're sitting in silly amounts of traffic right now. I know where I live in Los Angeles, the traffic, I mean, granted, the traffic is a disease here all the time. I had to drive in some nasty traffic between yesterday and today. So, there's got to be traffic wherever you are. So everybody just be careful. If you are already with your family, hey, everybody, shout out to all the family that you're with. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Any birthday people in the building? Do you guys mind if I turn the lights down a little bit? I'm dying over here. Let me just take this. Let me take this medicine really quickly before I'm going to lose it. I'm really going to lose it. Just hold on one second, everybody. Okay, everybody, just act normal. Oh, just act normal. Yeah, I don't really like taking, I'm not a medicine girl, but sometimes it gets out of control and you just need it. Shout out to Tony Rasana, just walked in the building. Good morning, Tony. It's his morning time. Yeah, I'm going to turn the lights down just a little bit because I need it. If that's too dark for you, I'm so sorry. I'm on the brink of blowing my, total neck off of my body right now. It's crazy. Sorry if that probably wasn't nice for me to say, but I'm painfully hurting right now. If it's your birthday today, did anybody say that it's your birthday? Well, happy birthday to you. If it's your son's birthday, your husband's birthday, your wife's birthday, your daughter, your children, whomever, your mama, I'll be nice. I don't know if you're sitting there with your family, so I won't go and keep it PG-13, but happy birthday to everybody in your life. Mrs. Gigi says, I got the whole family tuned in while prepping. Shout out to your whole entire family. If you've got your family sitting there right now while you all are prepping, watching TV, I don't know what you're doing, but I just want to say shout out to everybody's family. After our guest, Kesha Monk, you're definitely going to be in for a treat. I would love to cam some of yous up so you can give me some good recipes. I'd love to share and learn some of your recipes. My mom is in the kitchen. While I was out working today, my mom and the kids went to Costco, and then I picked them up and we came home. They got a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So, yeah, everybody is, getting themselves together. Listen, everybody. Today I worked with Big Delvo, friend to the show. You all remember Big Delvo, my friend Delvin. shortest backstory ever with me and Delvin. For those of you who are new here, Delvin was the director of or assistant director of the commercial that I shot earlier this year. And after meeting him on set, we just became friends. And he also owns his own company that caters to the industry. So for shortness of what I'm saying, but every so often he'll get some gigs outside of the industry from people he met within the business for catering. And he's like, hey, do you ever want to earn extra money? I'm like, hello? Of course I always want to earn extra money. Hello? And he said, you know, I would like to employ you whenever I have work. And so today, he said, we're catering a repass. And I was like, okay, no problem. And it was just me and Delvin. And while I was there getting everything set up, I was able to hear the service. And I've got the program in front of me. This is what I'm looking at. She's a beautiful woman by the name of Carol Dideau. She's gorgeous. You want to see her? Here she is. This is Carol. I got full permission from her sons. I told them that I was going to talk about her today. I didn't know this woman, but as I was in this room in this hall, setting up the catering, I was listening to the whole entire service, and I did not know her at all, but I didn't know what, you know, I was just there on my assignment. And I was listening to everybody talk about just amazing things about this woman. And I started gathering that she was in entertainment of some sort. And she really made everybody feel so warm, so welcomed. And then all of a sudden I heard her sons speaking about their mother. And she has two sons, Jason and Jamal. And they're in their 40s. One is 45 and the other one is probably 47 or so. So they're, you know, respectfully, they're not baby boys. They're, you know, but they're still her babies. And they were talking about their mom and all the things that she did for them and acting classes and activities. And then her grandchildren spoke, and it was so beautiful. And I was just listening, and, you know, again, I have no context other than what I'm hearing. And I started getting choked up. And I said, wow, I'm really emotional. You know, funerals would do that to you. It doesn't matter if you knew the person or not. Do you know what I'm saying? And as the family gathered in for the repast, and I'm just looking at, you know, all of these beautiful people coming in and sharing memories with each other, I saw her sons, and they were so beautiful. And we're talking, and I just, you know, shared my condolences with them. And I said, is it only the two of you? And they said, yes. And immediately, what did you think I thought about? I said, wow. I said, I have two boys. And I said, you know, the way you spoke so lovingly about your mom really made me think about my sons. And as they get older, you know, whenever I pass on, you know, the memories that you shared of the things that your mom did with you both sound so similar to the memories of possibly, because I don't know what my sons would say when I'm not here, of what my children would share when I pass on. And of course, I couldn't really get through it without getting choked up. And I'm like, get it together, Natasha. You're not here for that. You know, you got a job to do. And so we talked for a minute, and then I was just so curious. Now, a slight open tab, I've shared with you all that when I get these migraines, it's scary to me, because the scariest thing for me is to pass on from a brain aneurysm. It's my biggest fear. And whenever I hear stories of people passing on from brain aneurysms, it freaks me out, because it happens all of a sudden. There's no warning sign, nothing. And so I was so curious to know how this woman, because one thing that one of her sons said was she just suddenly, they said it was just very sudden. And of course, now my curiosity was like, well, what happened? And so I asked her son, Jamal, I said, what? I said, just curious, how did she pass away? And he said it was a brain aneurysm. And I said, that's my biggest fear. So it doesn't matter how old you are. Losing your mommy, losing your parent is never easy. And it's right before the holiday season. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Christmas time, her birthday, well, everything, any moment. It doesn't even have to be a holiday. It's just any moment that they want to call their mom or anything. It's going to be tough for them for a while. And this was a beautiful, beautiful woman who lived a beautiful life, and her friends and family are just as beautiful. And I'm so fortunate to have been in a space to just really feel her through her family. So I want to say rest in peace to this wonderful lady, Carol, and I want to acknowledge her sons and their family. I say it often, and I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks, that the holidays are tough for some people. Whether you don't have any family anymore, you've lost a lot of your family, whether they've passed on or you don't speak to them, or you moved away, or whatever the case is, you're going through a divorce or a separation. There's so many things, and hug your people a little closer. Look to your neighbors. Right now in this chat, your neighbor is above you and below you in this chat, and just think about someone. That's why I feel like it's important for me to come on tomorrow. I'm absolutely gonna hang out with you all tomorrow, because I don't want anybody to feel alone. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be alone this holiday season for whatever your reason, I mean, hell, you could be at work, I don't know, don't feel alone. I don't know what times I'm coming on, so whatever way you could turn on your notifications and stuff, and if it means anything, you can hang out with me. I know sometimes I could be kind of annoying. Hello? But that lonely feeling is such a dark place, Even if Cole Green says she's going to be at work. Okay, well, you can hang out with me. If you're going to be at home eating a microwavable because you don't know how to cook, you don't have enough money to buy food, it makes me sad. Every year for Thanksgiving, I feed the unhoused community, and unfortunately this year I just couldn't do it, and that's been really racking my brain. But my mom is here, my boys are here. I don't know why this holiday feels a little bit different. It doesn't feel holiday-esque. I don't know what it is, but whoever is sitting at home and you're going to be alone, you can hang out with me right here. I mean, I'll be in the kitchen and stuff like that, but we can dance and we can play some games and all that stuff. So, I saw somebody in the chat say they lost their dad yesterday. I can't remember who that was. I can't really spend too much time looking at the chat because it's going to make me a little nauseous because my migraine is acting crazy right now. But whoever that was, my deepest and sincerest condolences to you. Who's in the question box? Gibson Dog says, what do you do when you are really sad? I love your spirit. Thank you, Gibson Dogs. When I'm really sad, I'm not afraid to cry, clearly. I do a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll drive to the beach and I'll just sit there for hours and talk out loud. Sometimes I write. Sometimes I call a friend. It depends on what the sadness is about. Yeah, it really all depends, but I just want to be to myself. I don't want to talk on the phone. If I do talk on the phone, it has to be to specific people that will just breathe with me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want conversation. Yeah, it all depends. But I definitely cry. I have no problem crying. Hello? Shout out to the room, everybody. Let's change the pace a little bit. I didn't mean to bring you all down. It's just a lot of thoughts in my brain right now. And, you know, life is so uncertain and we take this thing for granted. This could be my last live, right? And I don't mean to sound morbid, but it's a reality. El Michelle is in the building, and I want to say a special, I want to send special condolences to my friend El Michelle that's in here. I'm not at liberty to share too much on her personal life, but I'm sending special condolences to my good friend El Michelle in the building. You all know her, friend to the show, our girl saxophone player. Hello. Let's send her some special love as well. I'm sending all of you love. Life is so fickle, and I think if we're all just a little bit kinder to each other, but more importantly, kinder to ourselves, and we look around, and the older we get, you know, Kesha, I'm gonna cam you up right now, so get your beautiful self all together. You're camming up after this thought. There was a lady. Her name is Renee. This is her real name. And she was at this repast today. And as I'm there packing up stuff, this lady, I mean, oh my goodness, she was strikingly gorgeous. I want to say Renee could have been maybe in her late 60s, 70s, right? Roughly. And she was so beautiful. And she was smiling, like she talked and smiled at the same time. I don't know really how she did that. And she had her just amazingly strikingly beautiful from the soul. And I said, were you Miss Carol's sister? And she says, that was my best friend. And she said she was more than my sister. She was my best friend. And she said, I said, wow. I said, I'm so sorry for your loss. And she said, thank you so much. And I said, how are you taking this? And she said, you know what? Carol gave me the best gift before she passed away. And I said, really? And she said, a week before she passed away, I spent a week at her house. And she said, do you want to know why I was there for a week? And I said, tell me. She said, because a week prior to that, we had lost our bestie. She said the word bestie. Okay. And she said, Carol and Renee, the lady, they went to the funeral to honor the life of their best friend. She said it was a little group of them. And she was having a hard time. Miss Renee here was having a hard time dealing with the loss of their friend. And Carol invited her to stay at her house for a week. And she said while she was there, she said she had a little headache and went to the doctor and wasn't happy about it. And she spent the time there. And Renee went back to her house. And a few days later, Carol died. So she then said, we have another friend who passed away who was part of our clique. And then we have another friend who's in a home right now. And then there's another friend who is probably going to go to a home soon because she's dealing with dementia. And then she said, and then there's me. And she just stood there. And she said, and then there's me. I'm the only one left. I didn't know what to do in that moment because I don't know this lady. You know what I'm saying? And it's really delicate. And so I just stood there. And she said, but that's okay. I have my son. My son is home now for a little while. And she just shook her head and she smiled at me and she said, you have a happy Thanksgiving. And she left. So then life does that thing where you're the only one left and you look around and everybody's gone. So I don't know if it's if you want to get out of here before your friends or if you want to be the last one standing. Either way, it's just one of those things that life can be so tricky and so unfair. And so I just want to say to everybody that this thing is difficult to navigate sometimes. This thing is life. And we don't know how we're getting out of here. I don't know what my last day looks like. I don't know what your last day looks like. I don't know what my mom, my children, I don't know. I don't know whose funeral I'm going to go to. I don't know what any of that looks like. But the reality is that we all have to do it and face it. And I don't know. I don't know how to close this out. So everybody, let's just act normal. I don't know what you're drinking tonight, but I do hope you have something. But if you're driving, keep your eyes on the road and focus. Nothing to really see here. Just act normal. Cheers, everybody, as I drink my cup of green tea here that's spilling all over the place. Just don't spill on my roadcaster. Cheers to life, everybody. Cheers to today. This is all we have. We have this moment. This is the only moment we have. So I just want to say cheers to everybody, wherever you are in this world right now. Cheers to today. Cheers to this moment. Cheers to life in this very moment. Okay? Cheers. All right, get out of my studio, lady. Close the door. You're distracting me. Huh? What? No, you're already talking and people already know you're here. Hi, hello? It's my mother. Hello?
Cheer up.
I'm fine.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have a migraine. Don't come in here acting on level 10. Give me a 5. I'm fine. Hello? Okay, everybody just act normal. All right, everybody, I've got a special guest. This woman, she's got some kind of superpowers. She's got superpowers, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think that was human. The things that this woman has overcome, I am just so grateful to be able to have a conversation with her today. I've had many conversations with her in the past, and every single time I've been able to talk to her, she blows me away. She's survived cancer 3 times. Hello? 3 times. She has broken every barrier that was placed in front of her. She is a manifester. Everything that she has said she wanted to do, she has done so far. This woman is not playing. And if you are watching the Soul Train Music Awards this Sunday, she has also been the announcer for 6 years straight. Everybody, please straighten up. Get your act right, because Kesha Monk is walking in the door. Kesha? Oh, I hope you take your shoes off. This is a no shoes in the house policy, Kesha. Kesha, come in here with your beautiful self, and let's about your superpowers. Everybody, act right. Let's get it going.
The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition. Tonight's special guest, announcer for the 2022 Soul Train Awards, voiceover talent, natural hair lover, and 3-time cancer survivor, Kesha Monk.
Hello, Kesha.
Sorry. I know you have a headache.
No, listen, it's okay. It's okay.
What's going on, baby?
Kesha, first of all, full disclaimer, we both are criers, so don't start, and I won't start, okay?
It's too late. You started it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is she doing this? How are you? You are stunning.
Hello, not so much on me.
You are absolutely stunning. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so humbled, and I'm just so unbelievably flattered that you would want me on your platform. No, I really am. When Rick sent me the text last night, I looked around. I'm like, is he talking to me? Me?
Yes.
Oh, me?
Hello. Yes. Thank you, Kesha. For welcome. You know, I got to get used to saying this. Welcome to the Natasha Simona Sequence. This is your first time here, but definitely not our first conversation. So.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And
Kesha,
I'm rough. I'm sorry. I'm
looking rough. Didn't you just hear me give love to my chocolate sisters? Like,
I know.
I'm telling you, Coco, Grulaine, and any other chocolate sister in here who I don't know by name. I'm sorry, but I know these ladies in real life. Y'all look like you come from the same pot of Hershey Kiss. Like,
oh, wow. No, it's funny because when I heard you talking about the beauty of Black women, you couldn't see me obviously because the camera wasn't on, but I was like, yes, yes, yes. You know, it's crazy. When I went to go see Wakanda, You know, and they're always social media, you know, you love it, but people get on my nerves. So sometimes I have to turn it off, Natasha, because we are so critical of one another. And while they were really, you know, trying to dig into, it wasn't that great, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, how could you sit in a theater and see all of these beautiful Black people and be distracted because it wasn't, the storyline wasn't what you like? Are you kidding me? Like, I get that we are absolutely beautiful, and I think it's sad that people sometimes believe that we are a monolith. Like,
Yeah.
Black people ain't no monolith. We come in all
Yeah.
different shades and flavors, and we are just I love my people, man. I get it. I'm with you 1,000% on that.
You know what? Can I be honest with you? I know I'm honest with my audience. Like, I didn't really grow up appreciating blackness. Like, it wasn't taught in my house. I'm Caribbean, and I'm first generation American. And if there's any Caribbean babies in here, um, you know, they know it's a thing. It's a thing with Caribbean families. Like, it's not talked about. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
celebrated. It's actually looked down upon, the skin bleaching creams and all that stuff. And so it wasn't until I got older that I really understood being Black, you know, and
Mhm.
meeting, you know, different shades of Black and all of that stuff. That's a whole nother rabbit hole that we could go down another time. But it's like when I look at Black, right? And I look at all of the shades and I, you know, I started saying, like, I look at people who just don't appreciate their complexion and, you know, just the things and the history. It makes me really sad because I think people are beautiful. Like, nobody's ugly. You know, everybody, you know, who's supposed to look alike unless you're twins, and even twins are different. So I
Natasha,
appreciate I appreciate people.
I'm with you 1,000%. Truth be told, and to be honest with you, I just came to the realization, and this is crazy now. I did radio for like 20 plus years, right?
Oh, we're getting into that, by the way. Hello.
Yeah, listen, it wasn't until recently I think I realized why I got into radio, because my self-esteem was so low, and I had always been told that I was ugly as a child. That no, seriously, I'm just now realizing it. That's why I pursued radio, because I felt safe in a room with just a microphone, not
Mm-hmm.
the pressure of having to deal with people. The studio was my safe haven. I didn't have to be seen. Now, of course, radio has evolved to now where, you know, folks are vlogging and they're doing all kind, like, I came up in an era where I didn't necessarily have to deal with the pressure of being in public a whole lot. Every once in a
Right.
while, you know, you can meet me down at McDonald's between 2 and 4, where you can win some tickets to the Michael Jackson concert and stuff like that.
Right.
But for real, I chose this career so I wouldn't have to be seen. I chose
Mm.
that. I just didn't want to, I wasn't comfortable with being in front of people because I thought I was ugly.
First of all, you're beautiful.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful. What was the first radio station you cracked the mic on?
Very first radio station was an AM station where I got paid $3.35 an hour.
Shout
It
out to
was
the AM stations,
shout out.
because that was the very first station I cracked the microphone on too.
Right. That was humble beginnings at a radio station, WAUG, which is a college radio station down in Raleigh, North Carolina, belonging to St. Augustine's. Well, it was college, now university, and HBCU. They gave me my first real shot getting a paycheck. And on the back of that paycheck, I wrote, Oprah, I am on my way. I'll
Hello,
tell.
I just got chills.
Yeah, no, oh yeah. I'll tell that story. I'm telling you, your audience, your crew, if they don't get inspiration from my story, then something ain't right. I'm telling
Pulse
you.
check.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your first radio station, you get paid $3 an hour. You're in a small town on a small transmitter here. but you're dreaming big, you're dreaming Oprah. So I can imagine, your career takes you to up and here and there and everywhere. And then you land at WBLS in New York City.
Ma'am. Actually, I ended up working at Kiss first. So
Yes.
yes, I worked at 98 point the
Rest in
legend.
peace to Kiss
Yes,
FM.
Kiss FM, 98.7 Kiss FM. Bounce to this. Yeah, I worked at Kiss for a minute. And Tom Joyner, power to Tom Joyner. He knocked us out. Syndication took our jobs. I worked with Days and George Wallace on the morning show. And then the radio station decided that they wanted to put on Tom Joyner. So I was without a job. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be all right. I want to work in LA. And I got a
Hello?
job in LA. That's exactly what happened.
What station?
I worked at the Beat, 100.3, the Beat, KKBT. They're also rest in peace. But No Color Lines, the legendary Lala Anthony, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, that was his second radio station. He started at GCI in Chicago. Then he went to LA, and my show came on right after him.
Okay. I have so many people in here saying they remember that. So cool.
Yeah.
People saying I remember, between BLS, Kiss FM, and now 100.3. Okay, and then from there you end up at BLS?
Nope. Then I went to Chicago. I went to WGCI, where Rick was for many, many years.
Yes.
And can I just be honest?
Please.
Let me tell you about Natasha. The reason why, what makes you so special is that you are unapologetically you. Let me tell you something. You are a star. I get that. And that's why I hated WGCI. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to put two and two together. I love the city. I love the listeners.
Yeah.
But I hated working at WGCI because my boss made me change my name.
So what?
Let me explain.
Kesha Monk is so, that's so who else is a Kesha Monk?
Well, there's a reason why. And again, talking to the listeners, because again, I don't know how many of your listeners understand the politics of radio or the theater of old. I don't know what radio is today, because I honestly,
girl, they still trying to figure it out. But until they do, hi, I'm over here.
Exactly. But in radio, a lot of radio personalities back in the day, they used to change their names to something kind of sounded, I don't know, Hollywoodish.
Okay.
Names, Chris Connors, Wink Moody on duty, something's not like, I wanted to always be myself. And I always felt that Kesha was a very common name, especially in the black community. And so in order for people to get me, in order for people to understand who I was, I just wanted to remain Kesha.
Right.
Everybody know a Kesha, right?
Right.
When I
Kesha from around the way, baby.
Yeah, man, get with it. When I got to GCI, my boss wanted to change my name. And again, I had signed my contract, and he wanted me to be Tony Terry. And I'm like...
He wanted you to be Tony Terry?
He suggested that I change my name to Tony Terry. And I was like, now, mind you, granted, listen up now. Here I am in radio. I had already worked in LA. I went to New York. I went to LA. Now I'm
as Kesha.
As Kesha. I'm at the legendary WGCI in Chicago. And so I had always been this personality that was just easygoing. I never really spoke up for myself. So if you could just imagine this man, I ain't gonna say his name.
I was just about to say, I have a feeling I know who it is, but I ain't gonna say his name.
Of course you know.
I know.
He was giving me all these compliments. Girl, you sound so awesome on the air. I want you to come and work at GCI. And this is the legendary WGCI. And I signed my name on the dotted line. He put me up in this nice condo for a couple of months, gave me a rental car. And now it's time to sign my name on the dotted line. And he was like, yeah, we think you should change your name to Tony Terry. And I'm like, why? Oh, I
Where
just
did
think,
where did that name come from? Like what, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'll tell you where it came from. You know, Tony Terry, when I'm with
but
you.
you know what? In my brain, I'm like, there's no way he would be trying to change your name to somebody else's name.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. So first he says Tony Terry. I'm like, I got to sleep on that. You know, I wasn't like, hell no, but I was like, I got to sleep on that. So I woke up the next day. I'm like, I'm not really feeling that name. He was like, I got it. Why don't, if you want to remain Kesha, how about this? Kesha Kennedy. Because there's a Kennedy Expressway. And in order for people to really get you and really accept you, and because you're not from here, if we name you Kesha Kennedy, people will, and I'm like, that's dumb. No, I don't want that. He was like, okay, I got it. Okay. You want to remain Kesha? How about Kesha Keys?
As in Alicia Keys?
Yes.
Do
Now I'm
you
gonna
even play the piano? Like, no shade, but it's like, what's the
well,
association?
well, Monk. I don't know if you know the legendary Thelonious Monk, the jazz
Yeah.
pianist,
Yes.
my great uncle, and I actually play 6 instruments. But this particular man, and I
Right.
could actually I could show you the footage. He had a way of kissing up to celebrities. The
Um.
week that I worked at that radio station, Alicia Keys gave this man a shout out at the Grammys. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was stupid. But anyway, girl, anyway, yeah, Chicago. I loved the people, loved the city because I'm a New Yorker. And
Yes.
yeah, I got it and I could
New Yorker
handle
from Queens.
from Queens all day, all day.
I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm still gonna represent.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know.
So
So
did you? So did you like go follow through with your contract? Did you change your name? Like, how did that?
I did like just to appease him. I was known as Keisha Keys at WGCI, but I never felt like I was being myself. I
Right.
felt like, and Natasha, this is what I want you to understand. When you are not being genuine, your audience can pick up on that. You understand
Hello.
what? And so I just was never comfortable in my skin. It all starts with your name. And literally each time before I had to pop the mic, I had to remember who I was.
Oh, I'm Keisha
I had,
Keys, not
you know what I'm
Keisha.
saying? Like, right. I
Yeah.
didn't want to slip up. And that became a burden to me. And therefore that experience was horrible. Like I hated working at that radio station. And eventually I was fired. That was the first job I ever was fired from.
Wow. Almost like a blessing and a curse, right?
All day. But guess what though? Hey, audience, listen up. The day that I got fired from GCI, I signed a contract at Kiss FM. I ended up going back to Kiss FM,
Wow.
was hired and fired on the same day. So I got a severance and a bonus the same damn day.
I think that's history.
Really,
Who
really.
does that?
My life is a movie, man. My life is a movie.
Are you writing your book?
I should be. Not at the moment, but I will. I will. I promise.
So you get up on the next plane out of Midway Airport, drop down at LaGuardia or JFK, and you're
Mhm.
like, New York City, I'm back home.
Exactly.
And now you're Keisha
And now I'm
again.
and my listening, the New Yorkers remembered me from being on the morning show. So obviously New York wasn't anything new. I was born and raised in New York City. I am a New Yorker. I'll always be a New Yorker, and they remembered me.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know. In all fairness, I don't listen to the radio anymore, but I really missed that. You know, being a radio personality, I had a real relationship with my listeners to the point where they would call the hotline or the request line, I would know them by voice. I'm talking
Yes.
hundreds of people. Oh, that's Jerry the wing man. What up, boy? Oh, Barry from the Bronx. How you do? Like I literally could remember them because I made a conscious effort to get to know my audience. I didn't want to be a radio personality. I just
Right.
wanted a regular chick who people could lean on during their workday. And I have
Yes.
The best job in the world, man. I loved.
Wow.
I'm sad that it isn't the same, but I'm so glad that there are other levels of, media that we can still be ourselves unapologetically.
Yes.
I know somebody that's doing a pretty damn good job of it right now.
Hello?
And I would think this is to your audience. I'm talking to you, but I'm really talking to your audience, right? I would just hope that it is my prayer that everybody listening to us tonight will literally think about what they enjoy doing and just go for that, whatever it is. I don't care if you're an expert at sewing buttons on shirts. If that's what you love to do, if that's what brings you joy, do that. Figure out a way to how to monetize that,
Right.
because your peace, you can't put a price on peace. A minute ago, one of your listeners asked you, what do you do when you're sad? I'm in the back like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you wake up every morning, right, not begrudging having to go to your job, that will make you healthier. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't Being on the radio for me wasn't a job. Whenever people would interview and ask me about being on the radio, well, how do you do your show prep? I don't do show prep. This is my life. I live
Yeah.
this lifestyle. I
I'm
don't.
I'm prepping every minute. I'm like,
You know what I mean? Like, what better job is there other than to just be able to play music and talk to people and have a good time
right.
doing it?
Yeah. No, I couldn't have said that any better. I could
Yeah,
not have said that any better. Like, the only difference between me and somebody that you listen to on the radio is that I don't get a paycheck. So,
that's
but
gonna change. That's gonna change.
amen. You're a master manifester.
I sure am.
You truly are a master manifester. Everything that you have said you wanted, you've pretty much gotten thus far. Um, but then there were certain things that you didn't quite ask for that wasn't on your bingo cards. This
Mhm.
awful C word.
Mhm.
But you beat it 3 times.
Mhm. I
You're
think
you're you're a little insane. like
a lot. I'm a fool, and I
like
think that I am a manifester, but I think that my thirst for life is a little bit bigger than your average Joe,
yeah.
and so I don't take no for an answer. I
So
don't.
you get cancer and you're like, nope.
What happened was I got cancer, and God said, "You ain't handled that right the first time, so I'm gonna give it to you again."
Hello? So was it the same cancer 3 times?
I had colon cancer twice, and then I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Girl, colon, do you know I lost family members to colon cancer as so many other people watching us too. Colon cancer is next to like a brain aneurysm and migraines, colon cancer is my biggest fear.
Absolutely,
And you
absolutely.
beat it twice.
I almost died. Now let's not flower it up. Like I could have died, and I'll even be bold enough to say I should have died.
Mm.
And now this is sensitive, and I want to talk about it because I just want to be able to
Do you have your tissues? You have your tissues? Hold on, let me see if I have my okay, I got
and something, but I just want somebody. If my story touches at least one person, then my job is done. As a Black woman, the last place you want to be is in a hospital. My experience was absolutely horrible because I was misdiagnosed. They kept dismissing me. They kept telling me, ain't nothing wrong with you. You could just need to eat more fiber, put some spinach in your diet and you'll be fine. I was like in pain for months, and they kept saying, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Meanwhile, I had a tumor the size of an orange sitting in my colon.
oh.
I was sick. I was so sick. I couldn't breathe. And they just kept saying, and there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. So then once I was diagnosed, in fact, what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night, literally gasping for air.
Mm.
Woke up with my husband. I was like, yo. and he's from Brooklyn, so we're hardcore New Yorkers. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
put your on. We're gonna roll up to this hospital, and we're gonna force them to give me CT scans because they didn't want to give me no CT scans. Rolled up. Long story short, they gave me the CT scan, and they saw the tumor right away, and they admitted me in the hospital. And I think maybe the next day or the day before, after, I ended up having surgery. But then I
What?
did months of chemotherapy, right? And right at the end of my 6-month bid, I felt a lump in my neck. Again, the doctor says, well, you know, when you have chemotherapy, your lymph nodes will swell. It's nothing. And I'm like,
Mm.
well, let's biopsy the nothing. Turns out the cancer had metastasized in a lymph node in my neck. And that was my second diagnosis of colon cancer. This is right after doing 6 months of chemotherapy.
So now this
And
is number 2.
that's number 2. And with those sicknesses, I gained a lot of weight. I was walking with a walker. I developed high blood pressure, diabetes, blood clots. I had to have a hysterectomy. I was sick. I was totally, totally, totally sick. And as a matter of fact, even though I am cancer free, thank God, I still deal
Ella.
with a lot of issues. Like my teeth are falling out. That's why I kind of talk like this.
Girl, my teeth are falling out too, so don't worry. We could be
For no
toothless
reason.
together.
Why are your teeth falling out?
Child,
Old
I
lady.
need a dentist to play in my mouth. I got a lot of dental work that needs to be done. Not too much in my mouth now.
But what's
Don't
the
worry,
bad?
Kesha, I got you. We'll smile weird together.
I appreciate it. But you know, dealing with cancer was a big deal, but I'm constantly reminded every day because I also have something called Lynch syndrome, which means I have a cancer gene. So the probability of cancer returning is higher with me.
What?
So yeah, I have to constantly be surveilled. Girl, every time I get a lump or a bump, I'm wilding out. Like, truth be told, I'm blessed. I I I'm okay, but I low key feel like I'm going crazy at times because I can't stop thinking about if the cancer is going to come back.
No,
That's
you're
what,
gonna bring it back because of stress.
exactly.
So,
And yeah.
am I remembering correctly or incorrectly? Did you go through one bout of cancer with your mom? Did she get diagnosed at one point?
So my mom had cancer 4 times, and
Wait,
we
what in the miracle craziness? Hello?
isn't that ill? So check this out. Cancer runs in my family, and I'm going to the doctor.
Clearly.
Right. And I'm going to the doctor saying, yo, cancer's in my family. I don't feel good. And they're like this. You all right?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. How old were you when you were first diagnosed?
That was 2011. And I'm
Which was like
50.
yesterday.
Yeah. But I'm 50. I don't know how old I was. So I'm 52 now. You do the math. Hell, I don't know.
Okay, hello. I still count on my fingers. So hold on. Okay, so how many? Okay, if my youngest son is 12 and he was born in 2000 and no, my youngest son is 10 and he was born in 2012. So then 2011 means that was 11 years ago. So you're 52. So that means
Yeah,
you were 41. I think I did that right.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. 41-ish. Yep. That's
So
it.
you were a grown up. And this was only 11 years ago, and you suffered cancer. You beat cancer 3 times in
Yeah.
11 years?
Mhm. Back to back to back. Back to back to back. I was sick. I was so sick. Blood transfusions, walking with a walker. Then, I couldn't work. So now I'm down at Social Security asking them if, I can get, and I had made great money,
What was the job you were doing when you were diagnosed?
I was in radio, but started to get so sick until I had to leave that alone.
Oh,
That's when I discovered voiceover. We'll talk about that in a minute.
yes. That's why I
But
asked.
yeah, that's an interesting story. I promise you. Your listeners are so sweet. I'm trying to read. I swear, y'all.
We're small, but we're mighty over here. My tribe, my Tasha troops are something else.
I,
Shout
I
out to the
love
room.
I'm telling you, they are amazing. And again, my purpose of telling the story is for somebody, even if it's just one person that's on your live tonight, to understand that uh, I just wish that we could all become more conscious of our blessings. Like the odds say that I really shouldn't even be here. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
see, the cancer is one thing. The chemo is another thing, because the chemo is really what almost killed me.
Mm.
But these doctors almost killed me.
Yeah, the misdiagnosis of yeah. And my mom just put that in there. You know, it's happening to a lot of Black women. I hear so many stories. I mean, across the board when it comes to just in the medical space, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so many Black women die in childbirth. It's just, it makes me want to just get out of entertainment and say, you know what, I'm going to cut these nails off, turn the microphone off, and jump into what I was going to do. What my whole family wants me to do is be an OBGYN.
Mm-hmm.
um I look at psychology, what I want to do. I want to, you know, jump into the psychology spaces. When I look at my family members that have died from cancer and look at all, even your story of being misdiagnosed, like, okay, maybe I should be some type of but I'm, you know, I'm a little dense in the brain to be a research scientist, but you know, but you don't, you know what I mean? Like when you hear these stories, it makes me angry. I'm sure it's making a lot of people in here angry. I'm sure there's somebody else in here who's been misdiagnosed or their family member. I don't understand it, how
Natasha,
or why.
it's enough. It's maddening. Um, and it is, that's the part that brings tears to my eyes, because even when I got serious PTSD from this stuff, like my teeth
What?
are in a horrible, like my teeth are weak because of the chemo, like even today.
Well, you look like
And
you have 5,000 straight, white, beautiful teeth right
oh,
now.
no, my mouth is jacked up,
Yeah.
and I cannot go to the dentist without being sedated,
Oh,
because
because it hurts.
well, I already am scared of the dentist, but
Yeah.
can't, I just can't even explain. There was even one time, Natasha, honest to God, I was having surgery. I don't even remember what it was for. I was being, I was kind of like in a twilight zone. I remember about to fall asleep and I could not breathe. And I'm telling the doctors, I'm having problems breathing. And the doctors in the room are saying, well, she just suffers from anxiety, basically calling me crazy and dismissing me. What should have been like a 30-minute surgery ended up being like an 8-hour surgery, because I was having internal bleeding. This is after they already dismissed me like 2 or 3 times with the cancer. Like when I tell you that I am bat crazy, because
Yes.
I promise you, I am. I just, oh my God.
We need to put you in a bubble.
Say it again.
We need to put you in a bubble. Like, like we need to put a bubble around your house so you can, like, you know, be with your husband, your microphone, your computer. You know what I'm saying?
Weird. But you know what? Whenever I feel like I'm strong enough, I'm going to be more bold in sharing my story, because I know that there are other people out there who have been dismissed by medical professionals.
Yeah.
It is a racial thing. It is sad. It is maddening. And I just really feel sorry for people who are unable to advocate for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's really, really deep. We don't have a lot of time to talk about it tonight, but I think that and I do suffer from chemo brain too, where my
Okay, girl, I can't call it chemo brain, but trust me, over here we open up tabs, but sometimes we come back to it. My audience knows me, so you fit right in the family.
yeah, man. It's hard, but I'll never give up. So
No,
just,
please.
it is my life's goal. It might even be my ministry to continue to share my story, to try to encourage, enlighten, and inspire other people who are going through something similar. So
You're really a warrior. It's like crazy that you have to be this strong. It's sad. It's inspiring. It's sad. It's exhausting. But like, I really just want to say thank you for being the warrior that you are and overcoming what like literally should have taken you out. Like, and you're still here. Hopefully you're done with that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to fight other battles, like your scripts and stuff. So, so here you are battling cancer. You can't physically go into the station anymore. You love radio, but you can't even be there. And you're like, but I still want to talk and I still want to exercise my voice. And doop doop doop,
Yep.
you discover voiceover and Randy Thomas and Rick Party. Well, you
Yep.
already knew Rick Party from before. No? Yes or no? Or
Yeah. I
of
wish.
course.
I got to tell you that story a little later on. But yeah, so I'm at home and I'm too sick to go into the radio station. And I came across this contest where this agency was giving away $100,000 contract to be a voice,
Hello?
right? Now, mind you, I had done radio for a really, really long time. And I'm like, oh, I could do voiceover because I've read commercials before, not
Right.
knowing the art of voiceover is a little different than just reading commercials. But hell, I could do it, right?
Right.
So enter. They tell you to read the script. I recorded it. I sent it in. And it was this nationwide contest. And I kept getting forwarded to like the next round. It was like 4 or 5 rounds. And I got flown in as a top 10 finalist, right? Girl, I couldn't walk. Like, I literally have video where I'm literally using my walker. My bones had been ate up from this cancer.
Oh
So
my.
it's like American Idol style. So all of the judges are like in this room and they all have on tuxedos and ball gowns. And I step up to the mic and I say, hello, my name is Kesha Monk and I'm from New York City. And they hand me this envelope that is sealed. And I was supposed to rip open the envelope and read the script live in front of all these guests.
Yeah.
So I open it up. This is
It's a blind script. Like, you don't even know, there's no like.
Is.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all, are y'all listening? The script was about cancer.
Stop.
No lie. The script was a testimonial. It was like something like, hi, my name is Sarah. And when I was first diagnosed with cancer and I was treated at Duke University Hospital, they changed. Like, it was literally about cancer.
What?
So I'm like, okay, God. So I began to read the script and I'm starting to cry. And I'm giving them the best read because the script is literally what I'm going through, right? They don't know that. I look up, they all crying. I'm like, they're like, gosh, that was really great acting. I'm like, that wasn't acting. God, that's what I'm going through.
Like, hello?
Yeah. So I walked out, told my husband, I'm like, yo, I got this. I got this. Turns out I didn't even win. I didn't even win the contest. But
What?
they offered me a contract anyway. So I didn't get the guaranteed 6 figures, but that literally was the beginning of my voiceover career.
I don't know if I'd have been mad or sad in that moment. Like, damn it, I wanted that money too.
And listen, you have no idea.
The way my phone bill is set up, I could have used that money.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So is that where you met Randy Thomas?
Randy Thomas, and by the way, y'all, Randy Thomas is this lady who is the voice of the Grammys, the Oscars. Like, she does all of the huge shows. Her voice is like on ABC Nightline. And she literally just reached out to me like 2 years in. And it was like, I see you do voiceover. She reached out to me on LinkedIn. She was like, I'm having a voiceover conference and I'd like for you to come. And I told her, I'm like, I'm going through cancer at the time. I don't have no money. And she was like, well, if you just get here, you don't have to pay. So she became my mentor. I'm telling you, she's my angel. She became my mentor from that moment forward.
Wow.
And the woman who told me, because I always dreamed of being an announcer for an award show.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can totally do it. She didn't feel like, how, the word on the street is women hate on each other and
She didn't feel intimidated by your dreams taking over hers.
She was like, if you want to do an award show, you can do it. What you need to do, she ain't introduced me to anybody. She was like, watch an award show that you want to announce for, read the credits, find out who the producers are, and call them. And that's
hello?
and they told me no about 6 years. in a row until finally one day they was like, damn it, will you come on? Because I'm tired of you asking for the
And
opportunity.
and what was your first award show?
The Soul Train Awards.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. And so the Soul Train Award calls you and they're like, let's get it going. And you're give me that phone call, give me that moment all the way to the day. Is it like, yeah, I manifested. You worked hard.
Well, let me tell y'all how crazy I am. Again, this is for your audience. I didn't even know how to live announce. You see, people think that it's as easy as just reading. No, there are cadences. It's a
People
certain,
think everything that you do is easy and then they try to do it and they're like,
it's
but you make
not.
it look and sound so easy.
And what's so bad, Natasha, is that when you are announcing live, you
Mm,
cannot mistake, you cannot cough, you cannot shriek. Like, you have to be perfect. And when, before you announce like the nominees for an award, you have your headphones on and it's six people yelling in because it's live. The
right.
producer each other, camera one, camera three, camera live, go. And you're trying to concentrate. You want to make sure that you don't mispronounce. Like, it's a lot going on. I had never live announced before. I
So
didn't know.
who trained you? Did you train yourself and hope for the best? Did you call Randy? Did you call Rick? Did you
What I did was and this is the honest to God truth, I low-key taught myself. I low-key taught myself by listening to other announcers. Randy Thomas, she's done it all, but she's a white woman.
right?
And I don't mean that in an offensive way. What I mean is she can teach me the technique, but I can't be Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I had a career that I've embraced and acknowledged as a huge blessing to be myself. So yeah, you can learn technique. For instance, I'll give you a prime example. When you're reading nominees, you want to give all of the nominees the same energy. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to say Melba Moore, Stephanie Mills, Beyonce.
Yeah.
You don't want you
Shout
want,
out to Melba Moore, by the way. She's a friend to the show.
I know that's why I shouted her out. You know that. What's up, Melba? That was on purpose. Yeah. So yeah, there's technique, but I literally watched every award show. I don't care if it was the AMAs, the country awards, the all MTV awards. It's all different energy, different deliverances, different styles. But at the end of the day, the technique is the same. So I would just get on YouTube hours and hours and hours of just studying and watching and listening. And then when it was my time to shine, I did what they did, but with the Kesha Monk flavor.
Mm.
And I got better and better and better. Last year I did the Tony Awards.
Hello.
And
I do wasn't that
remember,
you made history with that one, yes?
first Black girl to ever do it.
It's
That's
still weird that we're still the first Black of anything to do things in 2021, 21, but nonetheless, congratulations on that. That's major.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, you can do anything y'all want to do. I promise you. If I can do all of that, not even having the experience or proper training, if I could do it, if I could be that bold to say, that's what I want, I'm going to get it by any means necessary. I don't care if I don't have the accolades, the experience, I don't care. If
Yeah.
that's what I want to do, that's what I want. I want to work in LA. I want to work at GCI. I want to go back home and work at BLS. I want Wendy's job. I ain't get Wendy's job, but
Hello.
nevertheless, I share. You know what I mean? The
Right.
reason why I told you my first job was at WAUG in North Carolina, and I wrote "Here I Come, Oprah," is because I always dreamed of not being Oprah, but being in her space.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, I was handpicked by Ava DuVernay to voice the Queen Sugar promos.
And that's on Oprah's
I promise y'all, I'm not bragging. I'm telling y'all that whatever it is y'all want to do, don't take Don't take no for an answer, y'all. I'm telling you, if I could beat these diseases and become depressed and anxious and still stand and still persevere, you can too. And Natasha, I appreciate you giving me a piece of your platform to share my story. And I'm sorry for getting emotional, but
Don't be sorry. We're emotional over here. We got you,
sorry,
sis.
but I just want y'all to win. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't about me. This is about us. I want us to all win. And I really wish we would do better. I really do. I really do. But y'all can win. And yeah, let me shut up.
Everybody just act normal. We've got Kesha Monk. She is woman king. Absolutely. I saw somebody wrote that earlier. You are
Oh,
literally looking at a living legend in front of you. Kesha has announced the Soul Train Award Music Awards for 6 years now. She has worked all over the country in radio broadcasting. She's beat cancer 3 times and she's still going. And she's on your TV and you don't even know it. She's the voice behind a lot of stuff.
yeah.
You're Kesha. I want to tell everybody. I met Kesha. Well, we haven't met in person, but I met her on Clubhouse, and this is back in 2020. At the bottom of 2020, we're all running around in circles in our living rooms trying to figure out what in the world is going on. And here's Clubhouse, and we don't even know what to do with Clubhouse, but we're having a ball. I knew what I wanted to do with Clubhouse. I wanted to find my radio people because I wanted to get into voiceover aggressively. I wanted to get back into broadcasting and I didn't know how. And the whole world is shut down. So here I am on Clubhouse with all these people. And I'm in this room and
Hey,
we're just
Robin.
we're just talking. And it's all these radio professionals, vets. And there's Rick Party, there's Kesha Monk, there's my brain is very foggy right now. There's Marcel, there's all these names that some people don't even care to know, but legends. Skip, program director who is now over at 94.7 The Block in New York, and so on and so forth. Paul Porter.
Paul
Right.
Porter, the
Paul
copy
Porter.
ton from BET.
Yep. So there's all these people in there, and then there's me, Natasha, Simona. There's me. And I crack open my mic and I start talking. I'm asking a million questions. And I almost want to say this is probably right around when I first was introduced to Rick. I wasn't really fond of him, but anyway. now I can't seem to live without him. And Kesha was in the room. Kesha was in the room, and I remember you asking me like really like what I wanted to do, what I wanted to talk about, all of these things because as some of you know, or maybe you don't know, radio people look down on podcasting. It's not something that we're fond of. It's like, eh. And so here I am in the middle because I'm not a radio great like these people are. And now I'm like, well, maybe I can make it in podcasting since ain't no radio station picking me up today, or radio is dead, according to a lot of people. And Kesha poured love into me, and Kesha said, Natasha, I want to help you. Let's talk. And I just remember reaching out to her, and we would be on these different stages that Rick would put on, and I just remember being in so much awe of how expressive Kesha is, or was at the time, but still is. And you were the only one that poured into me as a woman. Rick poured into me immediately. Rick said, contact me. And I was like, oh. I'm like, I don't know if I like this guy, but I did because I knew what I wanted. Do you understand? Like I wanted to learn, and he opened himself up to teach me. But I wanted a sister. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted somebody that looked like me, and so many women just left me hanging. And you scooped me up and you said, I want to talk to you. And we talked for so long and we cried and we laughed. And one of the things you said to me was, I love how aggressive you are. You said you're going to get everything you want because you sound like me.
Mm.
And we stayed in touch for a while, and then life happened with both of us. I mean, it was a pandemic, and then life just kind of did its thing. But I'm so grateful that you wanted to stay in touch with me. You know, you were never threatened, you were never afraid. When Wendy's movie came out, you hosted the room on over there, and
Mhm.
all these amazing people that worked with Wendy was in the room, and you allowed me on the stage to just talk.
Absolutely.
And I was grateful for that. And I told Rick, I said, I really love her. And then there was a moment where you just disappeared. And I
Mhm.
was like, I don't know. She don't like me no more. And Rick was like, no.
Because life, I am, to so many people, I'm an inspiration. But truth be told, I struggle a lot. I struggle a lot because I think cancer destroyed my mental capacity at times. It's just hard. And to be honest with you, a lot of people don't get me. I'm a creative. And as radio people are weird anyway. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And so I just, life happens. But I do know this. I know that God continues to bless me as long as I'm willing to pour into other people. I have a gift, and it's not truly a gift unless I give it away.
Mm.
And so, you know, it's gonna happen. And I tell you this. What's gonna happen after this live? People are gonna hit me up on my DMs. Oh, I want to do voiceover, this, that, and the third. And it will be nothing personal. Because voiceover, it's an incredible, incredible opportunity. Like, people just don't understand the importance of voiceover. Like, your voice is your most important instrument. And I
Yes.
know we're running long here, but this is what I want to tell you. Your movie trailers, I'm not just talking radio and television. I'm talking your GPS. I'm talking Siri, Alexa. I'm going to be the first Black Alexa, by the way. Your
Mm.
meditation, like your voice, like a commercial is nothing without a voice. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Voiceover is very important. Like, I have literally been begging our HBCUs to incorporate more voiceover into their curriculum, because voiceover is important and people are not paying attention. And so I can teach you how to do voiceover, but if you're not hungry, you
Yes.
understand?
We had that conversation. And let me tell
You
y'all something.
Mhm.
Between Keisha, Rick, and a couple other people that you will all soon meet, they gave me these tools. And they said, you need to do this, this, this. You need to go by this, this, this. You need to do, everybody gave me these tools. And I would always go back to Keisha, because remember, there's a whole bunch of guys guiding me. God bless them all, and I'm so grateful. But Keisha was the only woman that stepped up as my sister, and as a woman, to guide me in a space that is dominated by men. And I told Keisha, I want to break that. And Keisha goes, well, you got a whole lot of work in front of you. And I said, Keisha, I want to be the woman to dominate the radio imaging space. I want to be the woman to do this, that, and then she's like, girl, she goes, I believe you. And so every time I got something on this list that all of these people were pouring into me, do you remember I would send you photos and I'd be like, Keisha, I got this, I got that. And Keisha, her response, she said, you are not playing. And again, life is lifing. And once I got to know Keisha through her, and also I'm so grateful to Rick, because when I wouldn't hear from you, because I'm getting to know you, I'm like, I don't want to be aggressive, and because I know I could be annoying to some people, because I will listen when I want something, I will call. And
Oh,
I
be.
literally said to Rick, I said, can you do me a favor? I said, I haven't seen her post. I haven't seen her on Clubhouse. And I just don't feel right reaching out to her, because I don't really know her like that. I said, but can you reach out to her and just see if she's okay? I'm like, put it in your own words. Don't tell her I'm asking. I want you just ask her, if she's okay, send her a message. And he did. And I said, you don't have to tell me what your conversation was about, but is she good? And he was like, she's not, but she will be okay. And I was like, all right.
Thank
So
God.
I thank you. I really am grateful for you that like, I need you to survive, honestly. And I don't know Wendy Williams, but I know so many people. I'm literally 1 degree of separation away from her. And it's no secret that I studied her growing up. I
I
studied a
think
lot of these, huh?
I can tell.
You could I studied her. I studied Roz Abrams. I don't know if a lot of you remember Roz Abrams from Channel 7 News, ABC News in New York.
Yes,
I studied
legend
her. I studied Rolanda Watts.
Rolanda.
Yeah, I studied a lot of you amazing women, and Wendy does something to me. And so I don't have direct access to her. I have direct access to people like you. And it means something to me to see you continuing on your journey, because I can't really do this by myself. I need to learn. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm so grateful for people like you that don't feel threatened by someone like myself who's on your heels, but respectfully, because I don't want to replace you, but I want to be there when you put your microphone down and you hand it over to someone like me. So for everybody that's in here who is in the business, um, Kesha's a real one. So I just want to say thank you.
Stop right now. Chill out. Natasha, thank you. I appreciate that. And what I want to tell you is that, just like I told your audience, you're gonna make it. And I'm not just saying that because it sounds cute, because like I said, somebody's going to reach out to me tonight and ask me how to do voiceover, and I can teach them technique, right? I can tell them what mic to go buy and make sure that they have a quiet space. But if you don't have a burning desire to want to succeed, that I cannot teach. That's why I say you're going to make it, because everything is not going to be roses and unicorns all the damn time. You're gonna run into people that's gonna tell you no. Social media is a blessing and a curse, because people get real bold, but their balls get real big
Mm,
when they're behind that keyboard, don't they? So
girl.
they'll talk about your looks. They'll talk like people just, you got to stay focused. You got to learn how to kill the noise. You know in your heart whether or not you really, really love something. Don't take
Yes.
no answer, and you got to continue to do that no matter what it looks like. And when you're not fit, what I really love about you is that today you felt led to talk about death. I mean, I understand that, it's the holidays, but there's a beauty about being unapologetically you, right? People will love you for that. Don't ever stop being yourself, and that will take you places. That's why I know you're going to be all right. Hell, you already are. Do you know how hard it is to get more than 3 people on a live at a time?
Hello.
You know what I mean? That's not easy. You know what I mean? So, you
Thank
know,
you.
your listeners are your lifeline. Just continue
Yes.
to, love on them, and they'll love you back.
Thank you. I know, listen, I know we've kept you here longer than we intended, and you're just so good. This is just so good. Okay, so before I release you back to your real life, what are you doing for the holiday?
Nothing. I just moved, and so I'm unpacking. I'm sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm sure somebody's gonna call me and invite me over to dinner. But the holidays are. My mom is still here, thank God, but she's dealing with some cognitive issues. She just doesn't appear to be the same, so I'm struggling with that as well.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm
She's
just
she
going.
listen, she's in, when they get to this space, it's
Yeah.
it's sad, right? My uncle is going through that, and it's horrible. But then there's like this funny moment, even when they don't remember certain things, then they get like funny. So she's in her funny place right now. Like,
Sure, she's hilarious. She's the funniest person I know, as a matter of fact. But I'm just going to continue to love on her
Yeah.
and just to revel in the blessing that I still have her. It's
Yes.
rough, keep it moving. But yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I might log on tomorrow. You said you're cooking and you're gonna be on the live.
I'm just going to come on sporadically throughout the day so that, I just want to keep everybody who is going to be alone, no plans. I just want to, I don't know. I don't know this is going to be no structure. I'm not going to be sitting here all stuffed up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I'm just going to flow and flow into people's homes and be annoying for the day with everybody.
Selfless thing to do. Like that is beautiful that you want to try to bring joy to somebody else's life. If you just keep doing that, God will continue to bless you, girl. I'm a living witness. Just continue to be you. And
Thank you.
even though I had an opportunity to acknowledge everyone, I am watching the comments and everything. I just want to thank you and your listeners for allowing me to tell my story, as annoying as I might be.
Hello, you're not. Please stop.
Trust
We're
me, I
we're
am.
criers and receivers and manifestors over here. We're eating you up alive.
Oh man.
Um, Kesha, this Sunday you are. Come on, brag on yourself a little bit.
Oh,
Hello,
and they changed the date, Black people, I swear.
they did.
Yeah, they changed it to Saturday. So it's coming on Saturday. Be sure to listen to well, watch the Soul Train Awards, but you want to listen to the very first voice you will hear live from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. It's the 2022 Soul Train Award. That's me. That's me. MC Light doesn't have all the jobs. I did take that one from her. So
Kesha,
yeah.
Kesha. Kesha, wait. The other day, a couple of weeks ago, I went to the Salt and Pepper. They did their Hollywood Walk of Fame situation, right? So MC Light was there. We were at a brunch. Hello, not like I'm big time or whatever, but I felt a little bit big being in a room with so many big people. I was like, hello, did I arrive? Okay, so anyway, so I see MC Light. This is the first time I'm ever seeing her in person live, and I don't get like what do they call fan out or something like that, or whatever that word is. Okay, I don't that doesn't happen with me. It's just like, okay. But MC, because it's the thing. It's in our industry, the voiceover world. You know what I'm saying? And it's MC freaking Light. But I'm like, are you gonna rise up off of any of these jobs though? Hello. So a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, literally grabs my hand and he walks me over and he's like, Light, I want you to meet Natasha Simona. I think this is very important. And he like really gives me my flowers in front of her. I'm looking at him like, boy, are you dumb? This is MC. Like, what are you doing? So here I am standing there. I'm like, Tasha, is your back straight? Are your clothes? Is your clothes fixed? Is your mouth open? Like,
I get it.
act normal. Do you know what I'm saying? And
I know
so
what.
and so she shakes my hand and she is just everything of all kinds of gorgeousness. And she sounds the way she sounds on the TV and the radio, right? So I was like, here I go. I know who you are. And I was like, you gonna rise up off of any of these voiceover jobs, sis? Because I'm right in your lane, in your field. And then I'm like, damn it, Natasha, you shouldn't have told her. Now she's looking at you like, oh, that's my competition.
No, she is the best. And I know Light from back in the day too. She ain't letting up. But let me tell you myself, I will tell y'all a secret. I'm still, even though she has everything on lock, I still introduce myself to random producers.
Yeah.
And one of them actually called me 2 years ago, like, oh my God, MC Light might not be able to make I think it was the NAACP Awards. Or can you come to DC if you can? Like, they know who I am.
Right.
Oh, I am so standing in the wings. Let her slip up one
right?
time. And
like, you got a cold? Don't worry, sis, I got you.
I got it.
Wait,
Don't worry about
so I
it.
told her, I was like, I sent my ear check over to 94.7 The Block. So I was like, but I'm all joking. Hello? She starts cracking up. I was like, no, all jokes aside. I was like, this is a moment. Can I take a picture? She looked at me. She's like, this is a moment, right? I was like, I'm fanning out a little bit. Give me some grace. Huh?
You got a picture?
I got like 12 pictures. We did a whole photo shoot.
Hello, how come I haven't seen any? I want you to text them to me.
I haven't. I didn't post it yet, but I took all these photos with her, and then like the person that took the photos, I was like, "What are you, blind?" I'm like, Stevie Wonder could have done a better job at this. So then I go back to her. I was like, "Light, no disrespect, but I look horrible in all these pictures, and you look way too good. There's no way that I could post these pictures looking like dumb, and you look like ah." And she's like,
So,
Yeah, she thought I was a riot. She called me a riot. She's like, "You are a riot," and I was like, "I am." Is that good coming out of your mouth? so,
yeah,
the same person, that introduced me to her goes, "You really should let her interview you on your show." I'm like, "Boy, this is your friend. You making me look crazy."
oh,
You know what she
that's the
said?
what. Anytime.
She said, "Let me know, talk to so and so over here, friend them, and you might want to interview them too, but I'll come on your show as long as my schedule. They have my so and so has my schedule." I was
Well,
like,
I please get an invite to that show. Like that's dope. Like again, I met Light when I worked in LA because I used to do a show called Girl Talk. I had this little feature on my show. I used to do it every Friday, and I used to pull stars in with regular women off the street, and we used to girl talk every
"Yep,
Friday. Right?
I
This
love
was
it."
before you came on. She ain't have no voiceover in her future back in the day. Now all of a sudden, cause I get in the voiceover, now she want to do voiceover, and she ain't even reachable no
I
more.
know,
And
right? Like,
you got the hookup, girl. Please,
girl, we'll talk. We'll talk behind girl talk. Girl talk. We're gonna talk
yes.
behind the
I can't
scenes.
wait. Let me go.
This
That's
is like all
dope.
this is all like new news to my audience too, because I didn't even share. But now, but the audience kind of like, no disrespect to my audience, but now I'm like talking to my homegirl, like, let me give you some tea. Let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you how I talked to MC Light.
No, I never really heard her tell the story of her voiceover journey. So you gotta get her on.
You know
I've never
what?
published that.
That's funny. I don't think any of us know how she ended up there, because it's like, I feel like we all at the same time experienced her voiceover debut, and we're all sitting there like, is that
Mhm.
MC Light?
You gotta get her on. And
Yeah.
please make it your business to get her on. You'll be the first one to allow her to tell her story on the voiceover journey.
You know
Yes.
what?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna work on that. I promise you, and I will make sure that I communicate with you, either myself or Rick, because Rick does my bookings here. Hello, shout out to Rick Party. I don't even know if he's in the building, but shout out to Rick Party. He really does an amazing job over here. You see how full circle life gets. Keisha, listen, I've held you hostage here and kept you away from your real life. I just want to
Oh,
say
this is
thank
real
you.
life. Don't
That-
don't 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 do that. This is real life. Whenever I have an opportunity to tell my story, that's what my life's journey is supposed to be about. You know what I mean? So if I touch one person in your audience today, my job is done. Thank you.
yes,
I appreciate you so
you.
much, and I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too. I really do. I really do. And shout out to all the voiceover artists in the building. Like y'all are in here thick. Hello.
They are.
Um,
Hi,
light
y'all.
light suggestion. To all the voiceover artists in here. Uh, let me see. How do I want you to do this? Contact me, because I'm gonna work with Rick Party. For everybody that remembers or maybe didn't even know, Rick Party used to host these really big voiceover rooms over on Clubhouse,
He doesn't do
and
them anymore.
not in the frequency that he used to. Remember, he used to do them weekly, and then he used to host the panels where everybody would, he would have the panel of all
For
the
hours. Dude
yup
used to be on
for
Clubhouse for like
out yup.
8 hours. Like, dude was crazy.
But then he did like the radio, women in radio, and then he did one. Remember, rest in peace to Mitch Faulkner. But he did one with the radio imaging guys, and then he did one with the program directors. He really did amazing. He did amazing sessions over on Clubhouse that I am really like on his bald head. Like, come on, we need to get back to that. So for all of the radio professionals in the building, send me a message. Send me a message, and I'll like formulate something so that we all can reconvene, catch up with each other. It's been, 2 years at this point, or, well over a year since it's been 2 full years since his first panel that he did, just kind of getting everybody from radio and voiceovers together. So I will work with him on that. Yep. I hope he's in here. And if he's not in here, well, somebody let Rick know. Tasha's giving you more work. Hello.
Tasha, I'm
Um,
always there for you, girl. I'm down for whatever. Whenever you need me, you just hit me up, and I'm
thank
there.
you. Thank you,
And
Keisha.
I love you so much.
What's
All right.
before you go, what's a favorite color of yours?
Red. Why?
Red. Everybody, please flood the chat right now with red hearts. Before Keisha leaves, I want to see how much you all love her. Please
Oh, don't.
flood the
If
chat with.
nobody sends a heart, then what? Then I'm gonna feel stupid. Oh, there they go.
My people do not play. I need everybody to flood the chat with red hearts. I need to see them coming through. She's putting her shoes on right now. We can make her a to-go cup. Yeah. She can take one of my good cups home. Please don't put it in plastic. Yep. My bartender's getting your cup. She's getting her shoes on. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kesha.
Trakina, you know Trakina White? Do you know her?
Yep, I do. I remember Trakina because I think Rick introduced me to Trakina. I haven't spoken to Trakina in a long time.
Oh, she just finished rapping. She booked she was Marlena in the Walking Dead video game. Like
Hello?
that girl. Y'all follow Trakina Talks. She's bad. She's
Yeah, we need to get
bad.
together. We definitely need to get.
Yeah.
We need a reunion.
Let's do it. Let's put something together.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk behind the scenes. I think with this little project of mine, I'm gonna have to curate it all, and Rick is just gonna show up. So we'll figure it out.
Of course, that you know how men are. They they doing all the work. But I love you. I'm gonna go. I love you so much.
I love you too, sis.
All right. See y'all later. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Shout out to Kesha Monk, everybody. That was something, wasn't it? I know you all were not expecting that one. Some of you were. Some of you that do know her, you knew what you were getting. You knew we were going to be a ball of tears. You knew that you were going to get all her eyes. I saw somebody earlier say her eyes are amazing, right? She's mesmerizing. You lucky she wasn't on her big mic. It would have been eargasmic overload over here. Definitely eargasmic. This was good. This was good. I love me some Kesha. Shout out to the room. I don't know what you all are doing. I definitely know we are respectfully over our showtime, but I still have to go to the supermarket with my mother so we can get the rest of our ingredients. I know we're last minute, but we've been busy over here. But if anybody wants to cam up, because I did say excuse me, I hate clearing my throat live. Let me clear my throat. Hold on. I do have to clear my throat. Hold on. I know El Michelle is like, don't do that. Don't do that. If you do want to cam up, D Nice is on. Shout out to Derek. If you do want to cam up and show me what you're cooking, I'll allow 3 cam ups. If not, then respectfully, I will release you back into your real lives. Or no, Kesha told me don't say that. I will release you back to your families. Mess Williams says, we've been cooking over here. Oh, anybody want to cam up? If you want to cam up, this is open season, open floor. Show me what you're cooking. Give me a recipe. We're going to go, my mom and myself, I believe we're going to go to the supermarket and pick up a couple of things. We've got the turkey. And I'm making the turkey this year. My mom loves when I make the turkey. One nice girl says, great show, Natasha. I missed some of it, but I will watch the replay. Thank you. Thank you, nice girl. Definitely watch the replay. It was a good time over here. Mrs. Preston, we still got time over there. Yeah, I'll be cooking everything. And I'm a big girl now. I get to cook Thanksgiving. My grandma would be really proud of me. Okay, well, if nobody wants to cam up, that's perfectly fine. And you all probably got your bonnets on, you got your robes on. You probably got your like house dress on, basketball shorts, ripped up t-shirts, probably licking your fingers. I hope you wash your hands, because if you lick your fingers and then put your, that's gross. Don't do that. Yvette Terry says, no cooking. I was prepping. Turkey is cleaned. Back office girl says, I'm proud of you. Thank you, back office girl. Thank you. My back office girl is dope. Coco says, I just finished cooking. I'm pooped. I have to watch the replay as well. Replays are on. Shout out to Turtle Man that's in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah. Mess Williams says, Tasha, stop that. Coco says, yes, I look crazy now. I don't think you can ever look crazy, Coco. I've seen you on what you probably was like, this is my worst day. Nice girl says, I finished prepping earlier, so I will put everything in the oven in the morning. What are y'all having, Tasha? What's on the menu? Where's my mom? Mom, you could come into the studio. I don't remember what's on the menu. I just told my mom, put together whatever you want and I'll cook it. So obviously we've got turkey. We've got, I don't know what kind of greens they want me to make. I will be making the turkey. My turkey will be cooking overnight. I start cooking my turkey at 3 a.m. I put it in the oven and I slow cook it all the way until later. And every hour I inject that baby. My turkeys come out juicy. I really do make a good turkey. I'm in the countryside, 2.5 hours out of LA. Okay, Turtle Man, you are out there doing your thing. So on the menu, the obvious sweet potato. My mom is making rice and peas. Is she making cook up rice? My mom is Guyanese, by the way. So she's making a couple of Guyanese things, cook up rice. I'm making sweet potato. I don't have the menu in front of me. They got it. Mac and cheese. My mom loves my mac and cheese. Shout out to my little sister. My little sister loves my mac and cheese. My big sister Cassandra was supposed to cam up. I don't know what her problem is. Hey, Cassandra. I'm missing my siblings. They all just got to the house over in hello, not me about to tell you where the family house is. That was crazy. But all of my older siblings just got to the house, and I'm actually watching. We have a group text, and I'm sitting here watching everybody say, "I'm here, I'm here." Let me see in our group text. Cassandra, are you camming up? Come now, if you are. Shout out to me for letting you all know what's going on. Pumpkin or sweet potato? Let's argue. I picked up a pumpkin pie. I'm a pumpkin pie girl all day. I didn't get introduced to sweet potato pie until I was 21 years old. And there was a woman at my job who made sweet potato pie. We're camming up Turtle Man. Shout out to Turtle Man in the building.
Yes, by the fireside up in the mountains, very cold, so I'm in the cabin stabbing.
Hello? Not you in the cabin stabbing. Let me see your face.
Yeah, my face is here.
Hi there. Okay.
Greetings, everyone. I'm just
You
saying the
really do
blessings.
rock this green everything. Shout out to you and your family, though.
Not stay too long. I say blessed holiday.
Thank you. Thank you for camming up. Happy
Blessed
Thanksgiving
everyone.
to you.
Yeah.
Are you cooking? Are you going to make jerk chicken?
No, me already cook,
Okay.
Yeah,
You cook
me
me
already
something?
cook and up on the road and in the cabin right now. So, long way drive and thing like that. Very cold outside. You don't see me at by the fireside.
Uh-oh. I love it. No, I love it. I hear people in your background. It
Oh,
smells like it's a good time. Oh, it's the TV. Okay. Well, enjoy your holiday. I haven't
yeah,
seen you in a
yeah.
while. It's good to see you.
Yeah, man, blessed love. We full joy in it, We full joy to each and everyone, safe on the road and everything. Stay good with the family and the real family, because some family are real, so we stay with the real ones. Then.
Yeah. Well, shout out
Blessed.
to you. It's good to see you always.
All right, blessed. Yes, good to see you too.
One love, baby. One love. Shout out to Turtle Man. I love to see it. Shout out to my whole siblings that just got quiet in our chat. I saw y'all talking before. Everybody's checking in, and now everybody wants to be quiet. Hello. Look at my face. I don't know where my little sister is either, and what she's doing. But okay. If anybody else wants to cam up, I'm gonna cam off in a minute. So this is it. This is your opportunity to cam up until tomorrow. So tomorrow's show, I'll cam up sporadically. I'll probably cam up. I'll be up because I'm putting the turkey in the oven at about 3 something, and I slow cook that bad boy. Why did I see somebody say? I saw somebody say, "I love sweet potato pie. Not going to be able to do pumpkin. Nothing." Da, 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 da. No way, Guyanese mummy or Guyana land of many waters and flooding like heck. I don't know what that. Do y'all like mac and cheese or macaroni pie? I heard that was the Caribbean version. I don't know what macaroni pie is. I don't know what macaroni pie is. I make macaroni and cheese. My macaroni and cheese, I make it Caribbean style. You know what I'm saying? Hello? My macaroni and cheese is good. That's it. I don't know what else is on the menu, but those are the basics of what I'm making. Anyway, everybody, first somebody did ask how my head was doing. It's going away. It's like pulsing, but the pain is gone, so I just feel it pulsing. Happy Thanksgiving, Devanice. D Nice is spinning right now, so we can all go over there in a minute. I make a mean noodle pudding. I love it. Happy Thanksgiving. Please keep people in Iran in your prayers. Absolutely. We will keep the people in Iran in our prayers and all over the place. Hold on a second, everybody. Guyanese mac and cheese pie. Guyanese make mac and cheese pie. You know what? I think that is right. Guyanese mac and cheese pie. Shout out to Dave Life in the building. Shout out to everybody that was also in what is this app called? Twitch. Shout out to everybody that went to Twitch that was in DJ Silver Nights live. Wait, can we tag him in here real quick? Nah, the show is over. The show is over. Never mind. But shout out to everybody that was in DJ Silver Nights Twitch this morning. That was the most insane energy ever. That was the first time I really was part of it live. And I was watching it in the shower, right? Because I had to go. Like, I remember I told you after the show, I was like, I got to go work. And I said, how am I literally was stuck watching this live. And my girlfriend, El Michelle, calls me. And then my back office girl calls me. And I'm like texting. And I'm like, there's no way I can sit here and talk to these ladies and watch this thing. And I was like mesmerized. So shout out to all the fanatics that's in the building. That was the best thing I'd ever seen. My mornings are forever changed. And because of that, I will be moving the morning show time to sync with his live so that when we finish over here in the mornings, you all can go over there. So I will work with, my back office team to see what time makes sense. But tentatively, as of right now, I think I'm going to start doing the mornings. It's going to move from 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern to 5. I'm going to move it 30 minutes later. So that way, by the time you're finished with me, you go and watch DJ Silver Night over on Twitch. What do you all think of that? I think I like that. He's really dope. His live was energizing. He's full of energy. I love the way he's got the camera angles going. He's so awesome. Like, it was so, I've never seen anything. I've never felt so energized in the morning. He's drinking his coffee. So shout out to the fanatics, the fanatic troops. Hello. The Tasha troops were definitely in the building this morning. My back office girl has jokes. You're fired. No, but I'm serious. I think I'm gonna change the morning show time officially to 5 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. That's gonna be the new time going forward. Everybody. My back office guy is in the building, I believe. Back office girl, is the back office guy here? Back office guy, if you're in the building, can you please make that switch? And I would like for it to say time change, new time. I would like something big in red to say new time, and then put the new time. Please, back office guy. Please, back office guy. Please, back office guy, do this for me. Thank you. When you're done, I'm gonna fire you again. Everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. If my mom and my children, okay, here we've got communications from my siblings. I'm talking about all of you on my show. The worst. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. Oh, the back office girl says the back office guy's not in the building. Wonderful. He's fired. Is Gramps up? Who? Rick Party? No, Rick Party's unavailable. Rick Party's unavailable. All right, everybody, bring me up before you go. Dave says, Dave, I can't bring you up right now. I'm getting the red light. It is 8:00. I've officially been on for 2 hours, and the people said I gotta go. I literally just got back communications from the other back office, the other back office that shall remain nameless. And look, my mom in the chat says waiting. So they want me to go. Yeah, I got my exercise over at the Twitch party with DJ Silvernight. DJ Silvernight, I really love him. He's amazing. Everybody, I gotta go. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, my back office communications is giving me the flashing red lights. And no, it's not my back office girl. It's the back office that shall remain nameless. We thought the back office guy wasn't in here. He's in here under a Spidey name. Yes. Love you all. So now I got to talk to my back office girl. Back office girl, am I done with communications? Everybody, if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit up my Cash App. My Cash App is $Golden Mommy, GOLDENMOMMY. That's my Cash App. You could click the link in the bio if you want the Cash App there. It is in the link in my bio. Or if you want it now live, it's Golden Mommy, GOLDENMOMMY. This show is powered and operated by you, the people. You literally keep all these lights on and the music going and all that stuff. So I just want to thank you in advance. Any other kind of communications other than me saying thank you and happy holidays to anybody that is partaking in this moment. If you're off from work and you're with your family, enjoy that time. We'll be back on tomorrow. There's no set time, but just know I'll be back on sporadically throughout the day to spend time with you all. Get your shoes on and respectfully get the hell out of here. Get on out of here, everybody. The show is over. That's it. That's my time. Thank you for rocking with me, and thank you for having some patience with me as I navigated this migraine. The bar is officially closed. I am giving out gift bags at the door in the name of the holiday. Please make sure everybody, dear bartender, shout out to Anne, excuse me, I called you Anna. Shout out to Anne. Thank you, Anne. Happy holidays. Anne, I would like to talk to you. I know I publicly just shouted you out like that, but I am going to slide in your DMs. Thank you for supporting me, truly. Everybody, grab your gift bags at the door. Go, go, go. I got to go to the supermarket with my family. You got to go. Yes, I am giving out gifts, but you cannot take that cup. You can't. What'd you have in there? Apple cider with a cinnamon stick? It's a time here. So everybody, definitely, please get your shoes on. Please, yes, you have a wonderful gift bag waiting for you at the door, everybody. In the name of the holiday season, I am giving away some treats. Please make sure you get your gift bags at the door. Please make sure you get your chargers and everything. The studio will not be open until Friday. Come on. Let's go. Everybody, normal times do resume on Monday. All the shows going forward are going to be sporadic, just letting you know that. So you can get extra sleep tomorrow. All of tomorrow's lives, there's no real official show tomorrow. But what I do want you to do is, back office girl, run me that time again for tomorrow with Emmanuel Lewis and DJ Silver Night. Is at 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. DJ Silver Night and Emmanuel Lewis will be doing a versus of some sort over on Twitch. So we definitely want to go over there and support that. And I will update you all on that in my stories. Okay, everybody. Everybody's filing out of here. Somebody left their computer over there. Please get it. Please get it. I don't want anybody leaving their stuff behind because the studio will not be open. I'll open it briefly on Friday, but normal scheduling won't resume until Monday. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm thankful for you all. And I'm gonna end it there before I become a crying mess. So thank you. I'm pulling up tomorrow, says Mess Williams. Pull up, baby. Tomorrow's gonna be different, and I'm gonna be here with you all sporadically all day. I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye. Look at me about to ask myself, how do I get myself out of here?